There is a sad story coming through. You see, a Ghanaian man we couldn't ever Denmark after DNA test results. Naturally, say, why DNA ever number them say results no anchor as pleased and on tiamane couldn't. Ayana stories we say, but I want to use the opportunity to speak as a man. And then Ghana for idea when so Yasembia was say yen nano. You take it into account. Mr. Render, your first time was subscribing and click the notification bell on so. Is our latest news be about one sa ebeka. Na me go so air kind mo say yeah organize a trip ama teachers between April to a year May. Na yeah the teachers echo Dubai a all inclusive trip. Mr. Also ye teacher ni and answer person surprise teacher ni bia register for this trip. For 024 9869616. Now, any just me womu and say a part payment. What you say, you don't have to pay all upfront. And you know, offer and she shall be a wobiano. Obi na me recommend obi bia wo hwe me bia na me recommend book na e da screen so no. A friend the Ghanaian investor. Book we ebe trail secret investment schemes are e wo krom ha banks any financial institutions around it. Investment schemes bi wo krom ha esika 4 penny nim address omo di sika shem de bia mo nya sika na book we ebe trail those secrets pe book ni bi na to 100 cedis pe. Now open hard copy of the book I'll be on Amazon or type the Ghanaian investor, you are going to see it. If you want PDF and now pay book no say you best send in a video amount or WhatsApp number near 055 807 4986. I mean boss will be 055 807 4986. Send your meeting can kind 100 cedis per. One person will be friend and now be WhatsApp number and so comment box ni muno 3 links ewo. The middle link, the second one, or click here, you'll be able to download the book on your phone. Now, Yan King Kai or say Ghanaian man in Denmark reportedly commits suicide after DNA test results. Or say a Ghanaian man identified as Benjamin Ofei has reportedly committed suicide in his garage in Copenhagen, Denmark. According to a news report shared by Breeze 90.9 FM on February 2nd, 2026, Ofei discovered through a DNA test that the 4 children he had been raising for years were not his biological children. Enti owoma bako 4. Na for several years, ono na was spending sika hwe nkole iso. Okoye DNA no. Nkole omunya nemba. He had been in a relationship with his longtime girlfriend for about 10 years before marriage and had been married for about 9 years. One obano aware. One no etwempena for 10 years. Ansa no more worry. And one na worry for 9 years. Into one obana tenase for 19 good years. The report stated a Ghanaian man identified as Benjamin Ofei was reportedly found dead in a garage in Copenhagen, Denmark, days after discovering through a DNA test that the 4 children he had been raising were not biologically his. According to social media posts later picked up by a Ghanaian news outlet, Ofei had been in a long-term relationship with his wife for about 10 years before marriage and has been married for approximately 9 years. In a separate account, the abroad-based digital content creator posted on January 20th, 2026 that he had received a call from Ofei, who narrated that the DNA test had revealed that none of the children were his. Also, this morning, a close friend called me from Copenhagen. He was weeping on the phone like a baby. He tried to speak, then told me he just found out all 4 children are not his through a DNA test. Married for 9 years. I make bazaar. Women. Why? On February 1st, 2026, BMM updated his Facebook page, reporting that Ofe had taken his own life. Just in, my friend Benjamin Ofe, who found out in a DNA test that all 4 children are not his in his 19-year relationship with his Ghanaian wife, has committed suicide in his garage in Copenhagen. So that's the story. That's what's being reported. There are a lot of questions I want to ask. In the first place, was that the only test he took? That's the first question. Was it the only test he took? In the second place, did he approach Obano? Or approach Obana? Or approach Obana ni Obane Kasai? Say, the air koso no any. Em Obane trechen se muni so trainana. Or the tre Obane se DNA test na koso nini. Send a call. Because I feel like at this point, we need more context to the story. But basically, no. Those will be my preliminary questions, maybe, sir. Not to say nothing of this sort. I mean, we are in the world. Eyana nyamabi no, eyana etaisi, right? And so I'm not just going to rubbish it to say, oh, BBC see. Of course, BBC eyana see. But, you know, Charlie, men, we don't have it easy. Charlie, sometimes as a man, you know, you were brought up not to talk about certain issues, because if you are constantly talking about certain issues, it will be like, oh, young who say you're bad. But men, we don't have it easy. Oshe area simo awon. And let me show you this. Let me ask, right? Beyond me person me bisa bibi. What is the data on number of men me tremo bibi. Now, I want to get the data on the number of men and women who commit suicide. Now, here, you see, out of all the suicide at AC, we are simono, a mema 71%, and a emba 29%. Ye fan grow for 10, omo muku omo hopa a mbema. O fan grow for 10 a mbema bako 7 in a kuomo ho, emba 3 in a kuomo ho. And so it tells you that there is something going on. Now, it is because a mema yenkophobia eyana ye. You see, senya we a mema yet seno senya ye our upbringing et seno. Yene nipan kasa. Oba onya asem na onene namfofo mba hia na oni omo kasa no mutu ne fo man nsem a o share story no oti obi die pe obonso bonze o say media nkranye weisa bo be ma no ne hwan na ekwa kasa or go through kra na wono a o onyanko be ma ukoko hunu na onene kasa na wo kire osumu asem kra na usuro se daachi bi ebekwa kopie wo baabi usuro se wo bi kra de besrew embre bi beba obi de besrew. We are not made, social contract, we are not made to be vulnerable to any person, not even our wives, not even our girlfriends. Into your bema asem tuno odwin no hwena enkoye na ohwena bebi a meduade we dem ntumi a obon se osemi nku me ho. But you see, the question I ask someone na yomuku omo ho ne se ana metise obi eku ne ho. The question I ask, because you don't know, you never know. Maybe the reason why I'm reporting on this story is maybe I will be tie me. Nipa kono bibia will go through no enye adeketwa, and the person is thinking of suicide. The question I'm asking is kuna opese oku no, how sure are you? Say bibia oku hu wi a bibia wo kono unkonkoto a bigger situation more than that. Ewo ho. Maybe a honor crano, you are not able to kill yourself. Obey den. Dear what you I say no on fanasa. I don't wish this on anyone. No man should go through this. Spend your life 19 years be with a woman and you're akola bako. Normally eyana me nanfo for mo aware no ana mbema wo mo aware no. Eyana asem mo kan say mostly no oni obako ware na mo wo a the first born no eyana mostly mbema bebre hu ne so ebetumi aba say first born enyo mo dia because most of the men no munim say oba na anse na bi obe ware no oba no any boy bi ewo ho. And it happens. Most of the ladies no, especially mana omoko di 30 years ekono. Normally na ya no serious boyfriend bi, but boyfriend ain't ready. So be ma bi ba between it no bonso no so age na we do no society man the pressure. Say on worry. Into be ma no on don the cra na obonso waje atum no akwa worry no. But answer no be worry be ma no ne boyfriend bi ehihye ho. Nti mema ni bebre beka to say most of firstborns bebre na no eya na enye mema wo mo aware no omodia. But we need the wo sha ose ne nkola no em say ose omo ye 4 ana ne nkola 4 children. This is serious. This is serious, and this is diabolical. There is something wrong somewhere. And the fact that Obama need to me share, one say Nadam for Nika say wa friend no, and na all country no. Me sure say as Obama, me Obama me team Madam for friend me no try me say oh Charlie, this is what I'm going through. Line Nika tia. Life continues so. And I think say we can do better as men. Because we be anadam for ne friend na waka no oh he mami mram be shao. Charlie yenka sanfa oh he aha if you show something like that probably the person not even think of killing himself. But in Bema they are typical. Of friend no can central when I go through in phone ne katepe everyone is continuing with their lives and we expect you to pick up your life and continue. Is it going to change? I don't think it's going to change because you see how we are made as men and the society and masculine energy, that is not going to change even if it is good or bad. It's not going to change. Tena mesha si America say remember we don't have it easy. Enye easy o. Remember especially oye bema bia wo free African home. Me say enye easy. Hey oya akola and then the sika will be near the mouth. Sika will be now. Oba benyi na osha say wo ye juma wo. One hwe ya even your dreams, one hwe ya or die soon. Your dreams are wo wiase mu no. It will be put on hold. And especially onya ba be wo ba. Owo intem. Na onya ba be wo ba. Na afi osha say wo tia school fees ni nyama. Sometimes there is soon be an work and it will be put on hold. There are a lot of men who sacrifice for their families, for their children. Papa na die bia na nkope so ye no ntumi nye emma ne ho because ne yere beje ne mma beje sika kakra wonya ho ne yere beje ne mma beje ne busuafo so hwe because ne maame wo ho ono no ebe ma wo ebusuanim ni nuamba so hwe. Recently, na me ni obi kasa na me tell say Charlie, me bien nyama ni so kakra tre ne say he remember you stress papa. Can 1 2 3 or tina ho na odwen say he you no crow. Me say unnim remember stress rough. But can yenka. Masa. Sometimes me to meet tenasia na me say hey. And anyway. Oh dear. It's sad. And when people are overwhelmed with emotions and they are overwhelmed with stress and all those things and all those issues, no, you see, Ayana, what they are not able, Charlie, when people are overwhelmed with all those things, right? When people are overwhelmed with all those things, what is left for them to do? And one say, let me end it all. That is, let me end it all. So we'll hear me. Now we'll go through a situation here. You should know, say, there is always an end to that situation. There is always an end to that situation. It is not easy, but I promise you, there is always an end to that situation. The reason why a papa nebi obe taking decision when he say he's thinking about all these years I want you buy at and I say 19 good years into Ambra na ye worry ni na na ufamichi. Hey, Charlie, nkrofo beat you. May it never happen. Say people like this will come in our way. May it never happen. People are living with monsters. Won't you your comment box ni momedase.